Disney's Dinosaur. It's directed by Ralph Saigon and Eric Litton, and it came out in 2000 with voices by D.B. Sweeney and Julia Margus. And it's a story about an iguanodon that is adopted by a troop of lemurs. And so they're isolated and they're part of an island. Then a meteor hits, so they have to migrate. And the iguanodon is full grown now, and he's called Eladar. So Aladar and his group of lemurs have to travel with this other herd, and it's very survival of the fittest. And they're being stalked by these two chronosauruses. And this is a movie I grew up with. I watched it over and over and over again. And I absolutely loved this movie as a child. And rewatching it, the memories hit me like a train. So I'm watching this movie again, and you can see the cracks and the creases more. Like when you're older, what I mean by that is you can see all the tropes. You have the outsider who's adopted by a family from different species. He's the free thinker. He's the one who thinks things should be done another way. Everyone should work together. Then you have against, the mean leader and whose sister is attracted to him. So he instantly has a grudge against him. And they're just trying to get to the safe haven. And I'd say one of probably the downfalls of the movie is that the opening is fantastic. It's this 8-minute sequence where you're just following this eggs, and they integrate the CGI dinosaurs within realistic backgrounds. And so you have this, like you're almost watching National Geographic for a bit. None of the dinosaurs are talking at this point. And it's just quiet. And then when you meet with the lemurs and they find Eladar, then they start to talk. Now, the talking does not, for me, bring it down. Now, I think it'd be fantastic if it was just like the dinosaurs. And they didn't make any sounds, but like facially you understood everything, what was going on. If you wanted to do either narrator or inner monologue of Eladar, that's fine. But how it is of how they're talking and they do little dumb jokes like the love monkey from Zeke, that's fine. Like I still really enjoy this movie, and it is full like member berries. Like this movie does have a part in my heart for it that I do genuinely love. Now, another one of the biggest downfalls is, okay, so the plot of the story, like I said, they're running away from the asteroids. They're in the desert for 75% of this movie. So when you're just looking at rocks and just dust and just slogging around and there's dirt everywhere, it's not as fascinating scope as they'd hoped it to be. And that's one of the problems. But to me, like the characters and everything, and really the voice acting is just spectacular. It's like really on par with it. Kind of helps carry everything through. And, the very end of the movie, when they hit the promised land and everything, they're not interacting with that environment very long, so you don't really get to feel as strong as it was in the beginning. So if, like, throughout the movie, you can have them traveling in the desert, but I'd say have that be, like, half an hour out of this 90-minute movie, and then the rest have them be, in the jungle or whatever. Just spice it up a bit, not like lull too much or whatever. But I'm so invested in the characters, it doesn't bother me too much, but once in a while, like I was slipping and I'd have to bring myself back. But with Disney Plus, if you got Disney Plus and they have it, give it a watch. 4 out of 5.